When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Coming out with it, it's Briggs. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Hoosiers offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all of the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. There's strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Motion from the back. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Now the toss. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go! Let's go!
The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Terrell. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Makes it past the marker. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
This guy's been so much fun to watch all year long. Every single week, he's making defenders look silly trying to tackle him. With that last play, now over 1,000 yards rushing on the season.
And the Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try adjustments. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run the quarterback sneak. Scores on the sneak.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. He was bold to bring that thing out of the end zone, but he'll go out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes the catch around the 50. Can they catch him? Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Westbrook. He's going to take off. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap, it's Westbrook. Wildcat look didn't get much, picked up a few on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Hit as he throws. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Snatches it on the right. Off and running. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He might want another play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Oh, he wants it all. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the grab inside the 30. Finds some room. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Michigan.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't. Get out of hand as we start the second. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football.
Makes the grab on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
What a throw on first down in the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, still down by 21 points, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Lewis. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense changing the play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes...
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got a kick in the door. Just keeps slinging it. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Hoosiers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. The give to the back.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He'll keep it himself. Might have misread that one. Would have been better off to leave it with the back. Instead, he'll give up the safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quarterback moving. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Louis. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. Flushed out of the pocket. Got his man on the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Cornelius. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line.
Let's turn it up, baby.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And that's okay. The offense coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Turning it on. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. Touchdown, Wolverines! Fitted in the window for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the 2nd half.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive.
Here we go, here we go.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Gets it up to the 26-yard line. They keep it on the ground, and that paid off. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Yeah, and I love the big tight ends because they got those big catch radius. You can throw it anywhere near them, and they're going to catch it. And break tackles, the big physicality after the run, getting some extra yards when it wasn't there.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and try to pick up some yards. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34.
Set, ready.
Going right to work up top. Makes the grab. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Escapes the sack. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, Michigan!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And it's clear. The aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're gonna see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Trying to set the tone with the run. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Breaks into the open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Well, just nowhere to go there, and it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down.
Let's go, let's go. Shadow.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes a grab past the marker. Oh, there's an alley to the touchdown, Wolverines. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they've put points on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. The option look. He'll pitch it. Breaks the tackle. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Here we go, sack.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. The short hands, it's Terrell. Oh, what a move to get open. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball, terrific catch, and they'll have the 1st down. The Hoosiers look to keep this drive humming. leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Defense in press coverage. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Quarterback may change this route. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snags it inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 team catches. That is awesome.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Hoosiers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the 2nd half.
Makes the grab outside. It's Jordan. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Lofts one deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. Tight end now in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the catch. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And they will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Hoosiers in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, the ground game. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Caught in the backfield. It's Algier. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the Hoosiers send out the punt unit. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now first down from the 46. They want that clock to run. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Lewis. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And here comes the offense on second down. Here's the heat. Just goes right through the wicket and brings up third down. Man, he will be thinking about that one.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete, and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense. Credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch games.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And, man, is that a just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The Hoosiers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
To the ground with the back. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Let's see what he can do with it. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Michigan offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The give as they work on that clock. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. They'll immediately call timeout. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Cornelius. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll move the tight end. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. Dead center perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.